If you're a tutor in Bangladesh, you already know the pressure is absolutely on for exam results. But what if you could give your students something, well, something more? Today, we're going to dig into how you can transform your teaching from just simple test prep to building a deep, lasting understanding that sticks with them for life.
Look, the tutoring scene in Bangladesh is massive, which is great. But let's be honest, there's a huge challenge we all face, this heavy reliance on old-school methods. Cramming, rote memorization, and sure, it might get a student through an exam, but it doesn't build the real, flexible knowledge they actually need to succeed out there.
So this leads to a really important question, and I want you to think about this for your own students. Are they truly learning the material, or are they just memorizing it for the test? The answer to that question, well, it really gets to the heart of the kind of impact we all want to have as educators.
Let's just break it down. You've got two paths, right? On one side, you have short-term test prep. That's all about rote memorization, passive learning, and let's face it, that information's usually gone the day after the exam. But on the other side, you've got long-term learning. That's where you build deep understanding, create active problem solvers, and foster independence. That's the real win.
So, the big question is, how do we get from one side to the other? How do we bridge that gap? Well, this is where a new approach comes in. It's called evidence-based teacher development, or EBTD for short, and it's designed to tackle this challenge head-on. Now, the idea behind EBTD is seriously powerful. It takes teaching strategies that are backed by solid global research. We're talking stuff that is proven to work. And then, and this is the crucial part, it adapts them for the specific realities of tutoring right here in Bangladesh. Practical tools for things like large groups, that intense exam pressure, all of it.
This right here, this really captures the whole mindset shift. A skilled tutor isn't just someone who lectures and gives information. You become a guide. You're someone who unlocks a student's confidence, helps close those learning gaps, and most importantly, empowers them to learn on their own.
And the great thing is, EBTD doesn't just throw ideas at you. It gives you a clear, structured roadmap. They've built this 3-tier pathway that's a real journey of professional growth for every single tutor. Doesn't matter if you're just starting out or you've been doing this for years.
The whole journey is laid out in 3 clear steps. First, you start with the foundation to build all those essential skills. From there, you can move up to the advanced tier to really deepen your impact. And for those of you who are ready, the leader tier teaches you how to shape the future of tutoring by mentoring others. It's a complete career path.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. What do you actually get at each stage? Let's break down what you'll achieve in each tier, so you can see exactly what skills you'll walk away with and figure out where you fit in. First up, we've got the Foundation Tutor Award. Think of this as your perfect starting point for building real credibility and confidence. You'll master all the fundamentals, from how to structure a great session to how to communicate like a pro with parents. Plus, you'll learn powerful evidence-based strategies like retrieval practice, which is literally just the simple act of pulling information from memory. It sounds simple, but it has a massive impact on retention.
All right, once you've got those basics down, the Advanced Tutor Certificate is where you really start to deepen your impact. This is where you go beyond just the curriculum. You'll dive into the psychology of student motivation, how to give feedback that actually works, and build those independent study habits that will serve your students for their entire lives.
And finally, for you experienced tutors who are ready to multiply your impact, there's the Tutor Leader Diploma. This is where you learn to mentor other tutors, design entire tutoring programs, and use data to prove your impact. At this level, you're not just teaching students anymore. You're actually shaping the profession itself.
So here it is, all laid out at a glance. You can see exactly who each tier is designed for, what its main focus is, and the starting price. It makes it super easy to find the perfect starting point for your own journey, whether you're brand new to this or you're already running a team.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but why this pathway? What's the real advantage here that makes this approach so effective for tutors right here, right now, in Bangladesh?
It really boils down to 4 key things. First, it's evidence-based. You know these strategies actually work. Second, it's Bangladesh-focused. It's not generic advice, it's tailored for your specific challenges. Third, it's practical and affordable. You can study online on your own time. And finally, you earn a credible certificate that really makes you stand out from the crowd.
So let's just recap the big picture. You get 3 tiers, creating a complete pathway to guide your entire career. Each course takes about 20 flexible hours of study that you can do completely on your own schedule.
And with professional development starting from just 3,000 taka, it's genuinely accessible for every single tutor who wants to grow.
Which brings us right back to that huge transformative question we started with. Are you ready to stop being just a tutor and start becoming a true guide for your students?
If that sounds like you, then the next step couldn't be simpler. Just head over to ebtd.education, pick the tier that feels right for you, and start your journey to becoming a more impactful educator today.